Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Willis with another keeper. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the
to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Rodgers. We'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Counter play with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Cooper fast with the feet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They go play action with Willis.
Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Third down, it's Willis. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready, set.
Willis will look to throw on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 41, Willis. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Willis will look to throw it. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we're at halftime of this AFC WildCard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lock. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now Willis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Willis from the gun on third down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. from the 29. Willis, he'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, here's Willis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Willis now off of play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Raiders are going to get the football there at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown. They did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Willis. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Marcus Epps with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titan 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Willis. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Titans first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Willis now off the play fake. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Willis will look to pass again here. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, here's Willis. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
One final try for Willis.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over.